Right then, are you ready to dive into the world of vitamins and minerals? It's more fascinating than you might think, I promise. We're going on a little journey together, exploring all those essential nutrients our bodies need to thrive. Now, we're not just talking about feeling a bit more energized, though that's a lovely bonus. This is about everything from strong bones to a properly working immune system, clear skin, and even our eyesight. It's amazing how these tiny things make such a big difference. And the best part is, you don't need to be a scientist to understand it all. We'll break down each vitamin and mineral bit by bit so you know what they do, how much you need, and even where to find them naturally in your food. So, grab yourself a cuppa, get comfy, and let's unlock the secrets to a healthier you together. And remember, knowing the maximum safe daily intake for each vitamin and mineral is crucial to avoid overconsumption. We'll cover that too. Always consult your doctor before taking any supplements. First up, let's talk about vitamin A, a real multitasker when it comes to our health. You know how people always say carrots are good for your eyes? Well, that's because they're packed with vitamin A, which is crucial for good vision, especially in low light. But it's not just our eyes that benefit. Vitamin A is a powerhouse for our immune system, helping to fight off those pesky infections and keeping us in tip-top shape. And if you're after that healthy glow, vitamin A plays a role in skin health too, keeping it looking its best. Now, when it comes to getting enough vitamin A, the recommended daily intake varies depending on your age and whether you're expecting a little one. But generally for adults, you're looking at around 700 to 900 micrograms a day. Of course, you can get vitamin A naturally from a range of delicious foods. For the meat eaters, liver and cod liver oil are fantastic sources. But don't worry, vegetarians and vegans, you've got plenty of options too. Think bright orange and yellow fruits and veggies like carrots, sweet potatoes, as well as leafy greens like spinach and kale. Keep in mind that the maximum safe daily intake of vitamin A for adults is around 3,000 micrograms, so it's important not to exceed this limit. If you're taking a supplement, be sure to have it with a source of healthy fat, like a spoonful of butter or olive oil, to enhance absorption. Next on our vitamin adventure, we have vitamin D, often called the sunshine vitamin. Our bodies produce vitamin D when exposed to sunlight. It is crucial for strong bones and a healthy immune system. As an immunomodulator, vitamin D enhances antimicrobial activity, while also suppressing excessive immune responses that contribute to chronic inflammation. Most adults require around 600 IU of vitamin D daily, but older adults may need a bit more since the body's ability to produce vitamin D naturally declines with age. The maximum safe daily intake is 4,000 IU. If taken in supplement form, make sure to take it after a meal or with fat such as butter or olive oil. During winter or when sunlight exposure is limited, it's important to include vitamin D-rich foods in your diet, such as salmon, mackerel, tuna, eggs, and fortified milk. If you're taking cholesterol-lowering medications like statins, you may need to rely on food sources or supplements for vitamin D, as the body loses its ability to produce adequate vitamin D without cholesterol. Vitamin D is essential for calcium absorption, which supports strong bones and teeth. For optimal benefits, consider taking vitamin K2, MK7 form, alongside vitamin D, especially if you take higher doses of vitamin D. Vitamin K2 helps direct calcium to where it's needed most, your bones and teeth, preventing it from accumulating in the wrong places, like arteries. Vitamin E acts as a protective barrier against free radical damage. Free radicals can rupture cell membranes throughout your body, potentially contributing to disease progression. Together with vitamin C, vitamin E plays a crucial role in your body's defense against free radicals. Think of vitamin E as a superhero, neutralizing free radicals. It's linked to healthy skin and found in foods like nuts, seeds, and spinach. When we talk about vitamin E, most people think of tocopherols, as they are the most common form found in foods and supplements. However, there's another more powerful variety, tocotrienols. Unlike tocopherols, tocotrienols have a unique structure that allows them to penetrate cell membranes more effectively, making them extremely potent. It is abundantly present in annatto seeds and rice bran oil. Research suggests that tocotrienols offer superior antioxidant and anti-inflammatory benefits, supporting brain health, cardiovascular function, skin repair, and even anti-cancer properties. Unfortunately, most diets and supplements only provide tocopherols, so if you're looking for the full spectrum of vitamin E benefits, consider a high-quality tocotrienol supplement. The recommended daily intake of vitamin E is about 15 milligrams for adults. The maximum safe daily intake is around 1,000 milligrams for adults, and it must be taken with fatty food. High doses of vitamin E can slow blood clotting, potentially increasing the risk of bleeding. To be safe, it's best to avoid vitamin E supplements if you're taking blood-thinning medications like warfarin. If you have to undergo surgery, stop taking vitamin E supplements at least 10 days before surgery. If you are on prescription medication, never take vitamin E supplements without consulting your doctor first. Now let's talk about vitamin K. There are two types of vitamin K, namely K1 and K2. Vitamin K1, usually referred to as vitamin K, helps your blood clot properly. Vitamin K2, especially the MK7 form, plays a crucial role in directing calcium away from arteries and into bones, preventing calcium buildup in artery walls. This process helps clean your arteries, thereby maintaining arterial flexibility, and may contribute to better cardiovascular health, potentially supporting healthy blood pressure levels. Vitamin K1 is primarily found in leafy greens, while vitamin K2 is abundant in natto, which is obtained by fermenting soybeans. A modest amount is also available from animal products like egg yolks. The recommended daily intake of vitamin K is 120 micrograms for men and 90 micrograms for women. For heart health, vitamin K2 supplements are often taken in doses of 100 to 200 micrograms daily after a fatty meal. Load up on leafy greens and fermented goodies for your health. Vitamin C? Where would we be without it? It's the vitamin we turn to when we're under the weather. Vitamin C supports your immune system and helps produce cells that fight infections. It's also essential for collagen production, keeping skin, bones, and tendons healthy. Vitamin C is a powerful antioxidant that works synergistically with vitamin E to protect cell membranes from damage. While vitamin E defends the fatty parts of the cell like membranes, vitamin C helps regenerate vitamin E, ensuring continuous protection against oxidative stress. Find it in citrus fruits, strawberries, kiwi, bell peppers, and broccoli. The recommended daily intake is 75 to 90 milligrams. The maximum safe daily intake is 2,000 milligrams. Over-the-counter, vitamin C supplements are sold in the form of ascorbic acid. However, natural vitamin C is much more than that. To obtain all the benefits from the natural form of vitamin C, look out for supplements that mention acerola cherry. Vitamin C is water-soluble, so it should be taken with water. Avoid taking sweets or sugary drinks as it could block the absorption of vitamin C. Feeling low on energy? Struggling with focus? Your body might be missing essential B vitamins. These nutrients are the powerhouse behind energy production, nerve health, and so much more. Energy production and metabolism. The B vitamins, 1, 2, 3, 5, and 7, help convert carbohydrates, fats, and proteins into usable energy by supporting enzyme functions in cellular metabolism. Brain function and nervous system support. The B vitamins 1, 6, 9, and 12 are crucial for neurotransmitter synthesis, nerve signal transmission, and cognitive health. They also help prevent neurodegenerative disorders and reduce the risk of brain-related conditions. Red blood cell formation, DNA synthesis, and heart health. The B vitamins 6, 9, and 12 play a key role in producing healthy red blood cells and synthesizing DNA, essential for cell division and preventing anemia. They also help regulate homocysteine levels, reducing the risk of cardiovascular diseases. Skin, hair, and nail health. The B vitamins, 2, 3, and 7, contribute to healthy skin, hair, and nails by supporting cell growth, collagen production, and reducing inflammation. The vitamin B12 is available in two forms, methyl and cyanocobalamin. When choosing a B-complex supplement, opt for one that contains methylcobalamin rather than cyanocobalamin, as methylcobalamin is the natural active form that the body can use directly, while cyanocobalamin is a synthetic form that requires conversion within the body. Vitamin B12 is primarily found in animal-based foods, making vegans more likely to be deficient. Vegans can take fortified foods such as nutritional yeast to get all the B vitamins. Since B vitamins cannot be stored in the body, except for B12, it's important to consume them daily. When taking supplements, to ensure a balanced intake, it's best to take them in the form of a B-complex supplement, which provides all essential B vitamins in the right proportions. For optimal absorption, take it with water and ideally with a meal. All right, let's talk about calcium, the ultimate bone builder. Calcium is essential for strong bones and teeth. It's the most abundant mineral in our bodies. It helps muscles contract, blood clot, and nerves send signals. However, too much of it can make you feel restless. Postmenopausal women and older adults are at higher risk of calcium deficiency. This can result in loss of bone density, making them vulnerable to fractures. Growing children and adolescents have higher calcium needs to support bone growth. Dairy products like milk, cheese, and yogurt are excellent sources. Leafy greens and fortified plant-based milks are great alternatives. Remember, magnesium and vitamin D helps our bodies absorb calcium effectively, while vitamin K2 directs calcium towards the bones and teeth and prevents it from clogging your arteries. The maximum safe daily intake of calcium for adults is 2,500 milligrams. Exceeding this limit may cause kidney damage, gastrointestinal issues, neurological and psychological effects such as irritability, confusion, and memory loss, as well as cardiovascular problems like rapid heartbeats. Right, so magnesium. This mineral is involved in over 300 enzyme reactions. It helps keep your muscles and nerves working properly. Magnesium can also help with muscle aches and stress. It's like a natural relaxant. It keeps your heart rhythm steady and blood sugar levels in check. Magnesium is linked to better sleep quality. Leafy greens, almonds, avocados, and dark chocolate are good sources. The maximum safe daily intake for magnesium is 350 milligrams from supplements. Magnesium supplements are available in many forms. Magnesium glycinate is best for relaxation, sleep, and anxiety relief. It's gentle on the stomach and well absorbed. Magnesium L-threonate is best for brain health and memory as it crosses the blood-brain barrier and supports cognitive function. Avoid magnesium oxide. This is commonly found in most over-the-counter supplements because it's cheap, but magnesium oxide is poorly absorbed by the body. Alternatively, you can take a bath with Epsom salt, allowing magnesium to be absorbed through the skin for relaxation and muscle recovery. Phosphorus, you might not hear about it as much as some of the other minerals, but trust me, it's just as important. Think of it as a master builder, especially when it comes to your bones and teeth. It teams up with calcium to create that strong structure, keeps everything from literally falling apart. But it's not just about bones. Phosphorus is also a key player when it comes to your body's energy production. It's like a little spark plug, helping to convert the food you eat into usable energy that keeps you going throughout the day. So, if you're feeling sluggish, low phosphorus levels might be something to consider. Now, the good news is that phosphorus deficiency is pretty rare, so supplementation is generally not needed. Most people get enough of it through their diet, especially if they eat foods like meat, poultry, fish, dairy products, nuts, and beans. Adults need about 700 milligrams a day, and teenagers between 14 and 18 years old need about 1,250 milligrams per day. Too much phosphorus can be a problem too, so it's all about finding that healthy balance. The maximum safe daily intake for phosphorus is around 4,000 milligrams for adults, so keep that in mind when planning your diet. Let's talk about potassium, an essential mineral. It regulates fluid balance and muscle function, including your heart. If you consume too much salt through food, your body retains too much water and your blood pressure may go up. Taking adequate potassium encourages the kidneys to excrete more sodium in the urine. This process helps lower blood sodium levels and reduces water retention, thereby helping lower the blood pressure. You can find it in bananas, avocados, sweet potatoes, spinach, and coconut water. The maximum safe daily intake is about 3,500 to 4,700 milligrams for adults. Too much potassium can be harmful, so consult your doctor. All right, let's talk about sodium. Now, sodium sometimes gets a bad rap, probably because we hear so much about too much salt. And it's true, too much sodium can be a problem, leading to things like weight gain through water retention, which in turn can result in high blood pressure. But here's the thing, we actually do need a certain amount of sodium. It's an essential mineral, meaning our bodies can't produce it on their own. Sodium plays a key role in regulating fluids in the body. It also helps our nerves to communicate properly, which is pretty important for, well, everything. The recommended daily intake for adults is about 1,500 milligrams, but of course, it's always best to chat with your doctor to see what's right for you. Now, most of us easily get enough sodium through our diets. It's in everything from table salt to processed foods, bread, even some bottled water. So while it's important to be mindful of your intake, don't stress too much about it. And remember, the maximum safe daily intake is about 2,300 milligrams. Now, let's talk about chloride. Might not be a mineral you think about every day, but it's pretty important. See, chloride often hangs out with sodium, like in table salt, which is sodium chloride. But chloride's got its own list of important jobs to do in the body. One of the big ones is helping to maintain fluid balance, just like sodium. And get this, chloride is actually part of the hydrochloric acid in our stomachs, which helps to break down food. The recommended daily intake for chloride is about 2.3 grams for adults. And similar to sodium, we usually get enough chloride through our diet, especially if we're eating salt, so no supplementation is needed. The maximum safe daily intake for chloride is about 3.6 grams for adults. Just remember, everything in moderation, right? Next up, we've got sulfur. Now, you might associate sulfur with that rotten egg smell, but trust me, it's much more than that. Sulfur is a mineral that's actually found in every single cell in our bodies. Pretty important, right? It's also an important component of hair and is responsible for the distinctive smell when hair burns. Sulfur is also a key component of certain amino acids, which are the building blocks of protein, which are the fundamental building blocks of nearly everything in our bodies. And here's something interesting. Sulfur also plays a role in detoxification, helping our bodies to get rid of harmful substances. The liver uses sulfur to produce glutathione, a powerful antioxidant that it then uses to convert toxic substances in the blood into harmless water-soluble substances that can be excreted easily. We don't have a specific recommended daily intake for sulfur, but we generally get enough through our diet. Foods like meat, poultry, fish, eggs, grains, and legumes are all good sources. So eat up. While there's no specific recommended daily intake, it's important to note that consuming sulfur through a balanced diet is safe and beneficial. And then there's iron, a real powerhouse. You know how sometimes you feel totally drained, like you could sleep for a week? Well, iron might be your new best friend. It carries oxygen all around your body so you can actually, function. Now, the recommended daily intake for women is a little higher than for men, about 18 milligrams a day, while lads only need around 8. And listen, don't go overboard. Taking too much iron can cause problems too. It's always best to chat with your doctor to see what's right for you. You can find iron in loads of foods. Red meat is a good source, but if you're more of a veggie lover, lentils, spinach, and tofu are your go-tos. Oh, and here's a good tip. Vitamin C actually helps your body absorb iron better, so maybe squeeze some lemon on that spinach salad. Iron supplements are an option too, but avoid taking them at the same time as zinc or copper supplements, as they can compete for absorption in the body. To maximize benefits, take them at different times of the day. When choosing an iron supplement, look for the term heme iron, as it is absorbed more efficiently by the body compared to non-heme iron. Too much iron can cause distress. The maximum safe daily intake is 45 milligrams for adults. Right, on to the next. Next up is zinc, your immune system's best mate. And you will lose your sense of taste and smell without it. Zinc is essential for strong, healthy hair growth, and a deficiency can contribute to hair thinning and loss. This little mineral is like the bouncer at a club, keeping all the bad stuff out. It also has an important role in wound healing. It helps your body fight off infections and keeps everything running smoothly. Zinc is vital for sexual health. Deficiencies can lead to reduced testosterone levels, linked to low libido, erectile dysfunction, ED, and poor sperm quality in men. In women, zinc regulates ovarian function, hormone balance, and egg maturation. Ladies need about 8 milligrams of zinc a day, while the gents need a tad more, around 11 milligrams. But hold your horses. Don't go thinking more is always better. Taking too much zinc can actually mess with how your body absorbs other minerals. The good news is, zinc is in loads of tasty foods. Seafood lovers rejoice. Oysters are full of it. But if you're a vegan, you can find zinc in beans, nuts, and even whole grains, especially pumpkin seeds and hemp seeds. And of course, there are always supplements, which can be handy if you're not getting enough from your diet. Zinc lysate is an excellent form to take. The maximum safe daily intake of zinc is 40 milligrams for adults, so keep that in mind. Now let's talk about copper, a bit of an unsung hero in the mineral world. It's like that friend who's always there to help, even if they don't make a big fuss about it. Copper helps your body use iron properly, which we know is important for energy, right? The recommended daily intake for copper is about 900 micrograms for adults. High doses of zinc and iron can interfere with absorption of copper. If you're taking smaller doses, then it won't be a big issue. And like most things in life, moderation is key. Too much copper can lead to some not-so-fun side effects. It's always best to stick to the recommended amount. You can find copper in a good few foods, actually. Liver is a top source. But if that's not your cup of tea, you can also get copper from shellfish, nuts, and seeds. Dark chocolate, too. Always a bonus, right? If you're thinking about supplements, have a chat with your doctor first. They can help you figure out if you need them and what dosage is right for you. The maximum safe daily intake for copper is 10,000 micrograms. All right, let's move on. Manganese might not be the first mineral that springs to mind, but don't underestimate its importance. This trace mineral is a bit of a multitasker, playing a role in loads of metabolic processes in the body. That means it helps us break down the food we eat and get energy from it. But it's not just about energy. Manganese is also crucial for bone health. It helps form strong bones and connective tissues, which is so important as we age, right? And it doesn't stop there. It even lends a hand to our antioxidant defenses, protecting our cells from damage. Now, most of us get enough manganese through our diet. Think whole grains like brown rice and quinoa, nuts like almonds and pecans, and leafy greens like spinach. The recommended daily intake varies depending on your age and gender, but generally falls between 1.8 to 2.3 milligrams for adults. And while manganese deficiency is pretty rare, it can lead to problems like weak bones, impaired growth, and even skin rashes. It's always best to make sure you're getting a balanced diet with plenty of manganese-rich foods. The maximum safe daily intake for manganese is 11 milligrams for adults, so be mindful not to exceed this amount. Let's talk about iodine, a mineral that's super important for a tiny but mighty gland in our necks, the thyroid. You see, the thyroid is responsible for producing hormones that regulate our metabolism, and it relies on iodine to do its job properly. Without enough iodine, our thyroid can't produce these essential hormones, potentially leading to a condition called hypothyroidism. Symptoms can vary, but often include fatigue, weight gain, and feeling cold all the time. Luckily, getting enough iodine is usually pretty straightforward. Seafood is a fantastic source, especially seaweed, fish, and dairy. But even if you're not a fan of the ocean's bounty, iodized salt is a common and effective way to bump up your intake. The recommended daily intake for adults is around 150 micrograms. And while too much iodine can also cause thyroid problems, it's less common. The maximum safe daily intake is around 1,100 micrograms. As always, a balanced diet is key. Now, let's delve into the world of selenium, another trace mineral that plays a vital role in keeping our bodies in tip-top shape. One of its main claims to fame is its antioxidant power. Selenium works hard to protect our cells from damage caused by free radicals, those pesky molecules that can contribute to aging and disease. But it doesn't stop there. Selenium is also crucial for a healthy immune system, helping us fight off infections and stay well. And remember our friend the thyroid? Well, selenium lends a helping hand there too, supporting its function and hormone production. When it comes to getting enough selenium, Brazil nuts are the true superstars. Just one or two of these powerful nuts can provide your recommended daily intake. Other good sources include seafood like tuna and sardines, eggs, and whole grains. The recommended daily intake for adults is around 55 micrograms. While selenium deficiency is relatively uncommon, it can weaken the immune system and even affect heart health. So be sure to include a variety of selenium-rich foods in your diet to reap its many benefits. However, it's important to note that the maximum safe daily intake for selenium is about 400 micrograms. Exceeding this amount can lead to toxicity and adverse health effects. So we're on to chromium now, are we? Don't let the name fool you. It's not some heavy metal band from the 80s. It's a trace mineral that helps our bodies use insulin to regulate blood sugar. Important for everyone, not just diabetics. Chromium helps insulin unlock cells to let sugar in. Without enough, insulin struggles, raising blood sugar. Adults need 35 micrograms daily, found in tasty foods like broccoli, whole grains, and dark chocolate. If diet isn't enough, consider a supplement. But always consult a doctor first. The maximum safe daily intake is 1,000 micrograms. All right, let's talk about fluoride. You know, that thing they put in toothpaste and sometimes even the water? Well, it's actually a mineral that plays a big role in keeping your pearly whites, well, pearly and white. It does this by strengthening your tooth enamel, that hard outer layer that protects your teeth from cavities. The recommended daily intake of fluoride varies depending on your age and gender, but generally falls between 3 to 4 milligrams for adults. It's important not to overdo it though, as too much fluoride can actually have the opposite effect and damage your teeth. You can find fluoride naturally in some foods like tea and fish, but most of us get it from other sources. Think fortified water, toothpaste, and even some mouthwashes. And now for the million-dollar question, should you be taking a fluoride supplement? If you're drinking fluoridated water and brushing your teeth regularly with fluoride toothpaste, you're probably getting enough. But it's always best to chat with your doctor or dentist just to be sure. The maximum safe daily intake of fluoride for adults is about 10 milligrams. So keep that in mind when considering supplements. Now onto boron, a trace mineral that doesn't get as much attention as some of the other guys, but it's still pretty important. One of its main gigs is helping your body use calcium and vitamin D, which, as we've already learned, are crucial for strong bones. But boron doesn't stop there. It's also thought to play a role in everything from wound healing and brain function to balancing your hormones, especially estrogen and testosterone. Based on the evidence from studies, boron supplementation may increase libido in some individuals, particularly when hormone imbalances contribute to low libido. It's a bit of an overachiever, that boron. The recommended daily intake for boron is pretty small, usually around 3 to 10 milligrams per day for adults. Boron glycinate is a good form to take as a supplement. And the good news is, it's found in loads of different foods, so you're probably getting enough without even trying. Think of all the delicious things like fruits, veggies, nuts, and even coffee. As for supplements, they're available, but you probably don't need them unless your doctor specifically recommends it. And as always, it's best to get your nutrients from food whenever possible. The maximum safe daily intake for boron is about 20 milligrams for adults, so it's important not to overdo it. Well, folks, that's it for our whirlwind tour of essential vitamins and minerals. We covered a lot of ground, didn't we? From the importance of vitamin D for strong bones to the role of zinc in boosting your immune system, I hope you learned a thing or two about keeping your body happy and healthy. Remember, this video is just a starting point. If you have any concerns about your own nutrition, it's always best to chat with your doctor or a registered dietitian, especially if you're on prescription medication. They can give you personalized advice based on your individual needs. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful, and subscribe to the channel for more health and wellness tips. Until next time, take care of yourselves.